All right, let's talk baseball. So it wasn't eventful like week. We had Luis Arias going to the Marlins. So that trade was reported by Jeff Passan on January 20th. The Twins received Jose Salas, which is 19 years old. He's the number 5 prospect for the Marlins. He batted .250 last year with 33 stolen bases, so he's a little fast. An OPS of 722 in high A and low A. They also got a guy named Byron Churro. I'm butchering that last name.
Byron
Trio?
Chorio.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. He's a 17-year-old unranked outfielder. They also received the big guy, Pablo Lopez. He had 5 years of service. He managed a 3.94 ERA with 48 strikeouts during the 2022 season. He finished off with a 3.75 ERA in 32 games pitched with 180 innings pitched, with a career high of 174 strikeouts. While 3.75 may seem high, he did have a rough stretch after the All-Star break. He was completely dominant in the very beginning. Pablo is under ARB for 2023 and 2024 and becomes an unrestricted free agent in 2025. Luis Arias has been in the league for 4 years now. He's a 2022 All-Star. He played first, second, and third, and can play outfield as well. He's an all-around utility guy. He batted .316 in 144 games with 8 home runs, .375 on base with 43 strikeouts. Kid doesn't strike out. He's a decent fielder. He's 25 years old. He's under ARB for 2023, 24, 25, and then becomes unrestricted in 2026. So this is a two-way trade. I think they both won because the Twins needed to address they needed another bat. And then, opposite. The Twins needed pitching, and the Marlins needed another bat. Frank, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think this definitely helps the Marlins. They definitely need more bats, but it doesn't really help them compete in that NL East just yet. I think they're probably still a few years away. I like the move for now. They had a bunch of starting pitching. They have other guys coming in as prospects. It makes sense for both sides. I like this trade. It's pretty even.
Renato, who do you think won this trade?
I think in the long run, Twins are going to win this trade because I don't really see Arez adding that much value in the long run. I mean, sure, he'll be another good bat to have in the lineup. He's going to kill the Mets, obviously. Just going to be that Jesse Winker type of guy. He's just going to kill the Mets for no reason. And I think if these prospects pan out for the Twins, I think they'll definitely win the long run. Pablo Lopez, bona fide middle of the rotation guy. So I really think that this was a good trade for the Twins as they unveil their new uniforms next year.
Exciting.
Jack,
how do you feel about them giving their top 5 guy with Pablo and then an unranked?
I mean, I think it's a little too much, personally. I mean, you are getting the batting champ, the American League batting champ on your team, but looking at it, zooming out, I see the Marlins, who have a few good pieces, Jazz Chisholm, Sandy Alcantara, Luis Arias now, but I don't think that they're a complete team like the Phillies and the Mets are, and I don't think that they can compete this year.
Braves.
Yeah,
and the Braves, yes.
All right, let's talk some fun Yankee news. Chapman to the Royals. It's God does it feel good that Chapman is gone. So Mark Fieldson was the first to report that Aroldis Chapman is going to the Royals on January 19th. It's a 1-year deal that is $375 million, and it could be more based on his performance, which probably not because he's garbage. The reliever that paid almost $100 million by the Yankees for 7 years of service put up 2.94 ERA with 453 Ks and 153 saves in 315 appearances. He was one of the most dominant relievers in the game. And then last year, he just literally, I don't even know what happened to the guy. He had played 46 games in 2022. He put up an ERA of 4.46, but he also struggled with injuries throughout the season, a little weird injuries. He had a tattoo problem. He was all over the place. And then to end off his career as a Yankee, he was basically if I'm not on the roster, the playoff roster, I'm not coming to training. So the Yankees just it's weird. He had 28 walks in his final seasons with 43 Ks, which is not really great. Frank, I'm going to ask you first because you're another Yankees fan. How are you feeling?
I mean, I like him in a different environment. I feel like I don't know, for some reason he's just had the yips the last 2 years. He hasn't been as consistent. Clay Holmes has definitely taken over the role.
100%.
He does leave a little bit of a void in the bullpen, but I feel like we could fill it. The Yankees always have a good bullpen. I hope Chapman does all right on the Royals, except when he plays us. I hope he gets absolutely destroyed.
Gets rocked
But,
by us in the 9th. I feel great. Probably won't even play in the 9th anymore. Let's be honest. Probably gonna be like an 8th or 7th type of guy.
Yeah,
Shut
no
up.
walk-offs against Chapman anymore. He's not pitching that late in the game.
That's true. Jack, another Yankee fan. How you feeling?
I'm pretty much thankful that Chapman's gone. I mean, it was a struggle watching him these past few seasons. Honestly, there were a few good games here and there where he kind of pulled it together, but even those, he gave up walks, he gave up a few hits, and I don't think there's going to be that much of a void. I mean, you got Chad Green coming back healthy this year. You got Michael King coming back healthy this year, who looked like a stud the first half of last year. I think Clay Holmes is going to turn it around this year, and I think this Yankees bullpen is going to be top 3 in baseball.
I think an underrated guy in our bullpen is Jonathan Loáisiga. I think if you give that kid like the right opportunity and give him the right things that he needs and give him like the right like atmosphere almost, I think he could probably be a very dominant reliever. Matt, what's your thoughts on this?
I agree. Completely, I agree.
All right, fair enough, man.
Gotta give him some time.
All right, let's go to Nick Renato with the Mets because he's a Mets fan. We got Thomas Nido getting an extension. We got Tommy Pham coming to the Mets.
I like the extension of Tomas Nido. Not a guy you're gonna expect to have a lot of production on the offensive end. Good
He's not a
defensive
240
guy.
though, but that's pretty good. I'd take that.
Yeah, for a catcher, I'll take that. But you don't look for him like to produce
No,
that many
definitely.
runs.
Definitely not.
But I think he'll probably play a little bit of a role in developing Francisco Alvarez. Probably that's probably what they want him to do. Also, Omar Narvaez, which they also signed earlier this year. He'll be playing, so it'll probably just be split between them two, which honestly I'm okay with. Had to get McCann out of there, definitely. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the catcher situation for the Mets right now. Not too many really good catchers out there, so like good offensive catchers. So pretty happy.
I can't name one right now. Outside JT Realmuto and maybe Adley Rutschman, there really is no catcher that's dominant right now. Maybe Sean Murphy, but I don't think he's great defensively when I watched him play.
Gary Sanchez? No, I'm just kidding.
Gary Sanchez, the Kraken. It's great defensively. He still let pass balls all the time.
It's not even on the team anymore.
I would not mind the Gary Sanchez like reunion, but that's besides the fact. All right, just to end off the day, talking baseball. We have Mondesi to the Red Sox. Mondesi. I haven't heard that name since 2014, have you? He was once the 38th best ranked prospect in 2014. He was traded to the Royals from the he was traded to the Red Sox from the Royals. They only traded away a reliever. This reliever didn't even pitch in 2022. He was named Josh Taylor. Taylor had a 3.4 in 47 innings before his back injury in 2022 that restricted him from playing in 2022. Mondesi hasn't played over 100 games other than 2019, which he batted .263 with 43 stolen bases and led the league in triples in only 102 games. Kid's fast. Kid's got his legs. But the legs did not help him in 2022. He tore his ACL on April 26, 2022, for his left ACL, causing him to be out for the entire season of 2022. But he's looking to be 100% by opening day. Matt, who do you think won this trade, the Red Sox or the Royals?
To be honest, I think it was a one-sided deal towards the Red Sox. Yep.
Yeah, because they only got a reliever like in return for a very dominant guy that was like one of the most talked about prospects, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was my exact idea I had in my head. Just taking some time to get it out.
Awesome. All right, that's it for baseball this week.